Welcome, one and all. It is I, Paul Neon Davidson, and we are going to be playing one of my favorite Switch games of all time. Well, of all time, and by meaning within the last year or so. It's been a year. Just a little over a year. Kirby Star Allies, which I will go ahead and say is my favorite Kirby game of all time. Just a shame that I did not get to this sooner. And yes, this is actually, granted it's pretty late to be stating anything about this, but this is post-patch. Rick, Kine, and Koo. I wanted to do this, get footage of this. Marks also, that's right. All the old folks are coming back. Gooey. All the SNES pals are coming back. Well, Rick, Kine, and Koo were from the Game Boy era, but oh my god, how many of these things am I getting? I haven't played this game in forever. Story mode. Alright then, so yeah, we're gonna get to playing my favorite Kirby game of the entire franchise. And now it's in glorious HD. Because for some reason, despite the fact that these are CG cutscenes, they look better each console. Probably because of the resolution. And hopefully I don't repeat myself from the demo that I played a couple of weeks ago. The demo itself convinced me to buy the entire game, the full game, so it was a good demo. I think I did say that in the demo itself. And now we get to once again learn the story of literally every Kirby game ever, where it's a peaceful day, everyone's just doing their own thing. Suddenly something bad and mysterious happens, and then Kirby's got to be a good guy and go save the day for no reason. Chaos Heart from Paper Mario makes Dee Dee evil because he's always getting possessed in these games. HD Kirby in individual blades of grass, gradient on his eyes, everything's sparkly. And we get a callback to Kirby's first ever game because Dee Dee as making all of his minions steal all of Dreamland's food to his castle. So, nostalgia. That's actually part of the reason why I love this game so much, is because it literally takes all Kirby games and takes all the best parts and puts them all into one game. I keep screwing up. I still have not gotten the hang of this world map. This world map is both the really cool addition to the Kirby series, because I could actually walk around. You're walking around with Kirby in 3D. Something that he's been doing a lot of lately. I seriously think we're on the verge of getting a 3D Kirby game very soon, because between all the 3DS games and this map here, we're getting close. Because Kirby's like one of the few franchises to not go complete 3D in a mainline title. I can't really think of any other franchise that hasn't done that. But yeah, Kirby. So your standard Kirby game, you can jump, you can suck, you can do this, you can do that, you can do every other that. It plays pretty much just like Return to Dreamland, essentially. So, no, there's no new moves to really be learned unless you're counting the new abilities and stuff like that. And, yeah, just like standard Kirby, except for this little feature that we're going to be getting right now, because terrorist. That's probably a bad joke to be making. Kirby now has the ability to make people fall in love with him. This is all told in a cutscene. To make a friend. Adorable. Squishy, bright-eyed adorableness. It's what makes Kirby who he is. And there was some complaints from my Mario Odyssey playthrough that I wasn't talking enough. So I'm gonna try to. Most Let's Players that I've seen have, brought up the fact that, yeah, you should talk during your Let's Plays because that's kind of the point. we need the commentary. The commentary is what makes it, was what makes a Let's Play because we're trying to get the input of whoever's playing it. Otherwise, then it's just a gameplay video, and unless you're just looking for a gameplay video that has no commentary on it, that's nothing really special. And believe me, I do love commentary videos that are just the game itself, because, you know, you just get to... It's the closest thing to playing the game that you can get to without having to play the game. It works especially well with games like this that are pretty straightforward, pretty linear. Oh, we need to get a fire guy. We need to get fireman. And now we got our friend here. So, like I said, guys, this is kind of a mixture of every single Kirby game ever made. Because now we're getting the copy ability, the copy mixture ability from 64. It's not as varied as 64, because 64 had some like really freaking crazy combinations. And this one is mostly just adding elemental abilities and to other abilities, and also just doing temporary little buffs that you can't do with the individual abilities. And then Return to Dreamland is kind of obvious because of the multiplayer stuff and having all the characters run around. But, and yeah, this is, again, I said I wasn't going to repeat myself from the demo, but I'm doing it anyway. It's a mixture of Return to Dreamland and Superstar. Yeah, it was Kirby Superstar. I got confused because there was also Kirby Superstar Ultra, which was not that different. Well, it was different, but for the sake of argument, it's pretty much the same thing, because you would always have a computer-controlled player that was essentially a allied enemy helping you out. Except now we have 4 of them instead of, or 3 of them instead of just 1. So we're getting the best of everything from all the recent Kirby games. And yeah, this is the first ever HD Kirby game, excluding what was the, Rainbow Curse. What was the Canvas Curse remake, which I was trying to do a Let's Play of that. Let's get this guy. I'm sorry, I need to get rid of... Sorry, Blade Knight. You're out of here, because I already got a sword. And believe me, it is smart to try and prioritize which abilities you have. These levels are also really long. And this is also another reason why I needed to fight this guy. What do we got? And this is the main collectible of the game. In the last few Kirby games, there was always something to collect. There was, like in Return to Dreamland, we had the gears. In Triple Deluxe, there were keychains. Robobot, I think they were stickers or something. And this one, they're puzzle pieces that act a lot like the puzzle minigame thing from the 3DS Street Pass. And now we got another cool callback to previous Kirby games, which is this one was from Kirby's Adventure, I believe. Yeah, the NES one. I'm more used to the Game Boy Advance version of that game, Return to Dreamland, which that one didn't stray too far from the original game. There's always these mini games at the end of the stages as well. Donut Dome. Super Mario World. Yeah, I do love these 3D worlds, though, and I'll get more into why I love this world a little bit later when we beat the first world. And much like my Mario Odyssey Let's Play, I'm going to try to do 1 world per video, so they're going to be long videos. I'm going to get... can I save this guy? Nope, too late. Getting lost already. Follow me, friends! Let us go kill innocent people. Let me go kill your friends, because they might as well be. Makes you wonder what's going on through these allies' minds. Because honestly, like, we essentially brainwashed them to like Kirby. And then we can just swap them out so easily. I did that in the last level. Like, if I want to have another like this, I could just get rid of the snow. Sorry, Chili. And he just poofs out of existence. I'm killing these people. These are my... And that's even worse because, I mean, there's already a bunch of theories about Kirby being a total sociopath and stuff like that, but I'm literally killing... These people are becoming my friends and I'm killing them. Why am I doing this? There's some dark themes with Kirby. And this has got to be one of the darkest yet. Although the story is a little bit weird, though. I don't really get the story, because we saw earlier there's like this cult that's using that crystal heart type of thing. And I guess they were trying to do like some ritual with it, and then it broke apart. Oh, okay, we need to get this guy. I'll get this. Hopefully I don't need a... I forget if I needed a sharp object. And that was the robot. Here's one of the other ability combos, which is one of the temporary ones. Still pretty cool. And then, while doing the ritual, it breaks apart, which brainwashes a bunch of people, but, what was the whole point? Then why did it break apart then? The story is kind of weird, like, it's... There usually is a twist to most Kirby games where, like, the villain, the person you thought was the villain is isn't the actual villain. But this one literally pulls like a really huge turn. Really freaking weird. Like, we'll see when we get to it. Like, this, despite the fact that this is kind of a formulaic Kirby game, you know, with the story and also how the game plays, it still takes a lot of risks. And no, because yeah, this is the best looking Kirby game. They messed around with the with like the maps, and they do mess around with some of the designs of the later levels. I mean, there's probably no points in you know, keeping a spoiler for the final boss, because the game's been out for like about a month already. And that's... The final boss really tripped me up, though. Just in terms of how it's designed, and just in terms of how it plays as well. Spoiler warning, it's 3D. Never thought you'd see that in an actual Kirby game. It was a pretty cool final boss fight, though. Hopefully we'll get to that very soon. I forget how many worlds. Although, in terms of how I'm going to be playing this game, like I said, I was going to try to do like one world apart. Later on, I'm going to have to start doing multiple parts for a world, because they get kind of long later on, especially the last one. And yeah, I did want to do this with some friends of mine, but they're not exactly available at the moment. Probably would help out a lot too. I probably should have done like a different game. I still need to do Splatoon 2, I just realized. Just every time I try recording the last world of Splatoon 2, I just don't. And it doesn't help that there's some extra world. Oh yeah. This is kind of a... I'm just gonna drop you. This is a weird little ability here, which is, it's one of the screen nuke abilities. And each of the screen nuke abilities are more powerful if you have all 4 people with you. Like when you get Crash, when you get Mike. Although Mike, I don't think is a screen nuke anymore. And there's these big switches, which are also from Kirby Adventure. Except they are way easier to find in this game, because sometimes you'll just come across them accidentally. Kirby Adventure was my first ever Kirby game, so I have some nostalgic ties with that one. Only I don't need this though. No, thank you. That was a really difficult game, honestly. It was one of the harder Kirby games, because Kirby games aren't really even supposed to be that hard. So, that one was actually one of the harder ones, just because of how easy it is to lose your abilities and try to 100% it. When you're 100%ing Kirby games, I guess they can be a little bit difficult, because there's always puzzles that are tied around it. And you can just be like, oh, I don't care. 64 was hard too. 64, I think, is the hardest one. Because you don't even get to fly in that one. And because we got that switch, we can go into the Dream Palace, which is where we can find our friends. The first one you can ever unlock was Bandana Waddle Day, if you want to make the game feel even more like Return to Dreamland. And Dream Rod, I kind of wonder why they didn't use the Star Rod. Because essentially it's the same thing. And why can't we actually use this as an actual weapon? Let's see who's unlocked. We'll do Gooey. I wonder what this guy does. Sorry, Pobby Bros Jr. This will be cool. What do you do, Gooey? Trying to ride him. I want to ride Gooey. Can I not do? Ah, forget it. I'll do it in the actual level. Maybe can't do it here. Alright, so we're trying out a brand new star or dream friend. Our good old friend Gooey. Honey Hill. Funny level here. As you saw in the preview, there was a bunch of Waddle Dees that are just rolling around in a hole. Come on. No, not you. Get off me. Get off you, I should say. There we go. What do you do? Awesome. So he's essentially Whip. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Gooey was actually pretty cool in Dreamland 3. I've only played Dreamland 3 like once in my whole life. Like a long time ago with the 20th anniversary collection. I played it once, 100%ed it, and it was alright. I don't even need you. I can just do this. Actually, no. Yeah, because this is essentially Whip. Fine, I'll get off of you. Enjoy your stay, Gooey. Yep, and he's doing dark matter stuff. That's pretty legit. What? What ability? Oh, it's fire. Right. It's funny that Gooey is the one that decides to do that, rather than actual fire guy. The AI in this game is pretty smart, for all intents and purposes, because they'll do exactly what you need to do. They'll flip certain switches, they'll get rid of certain obstacles. That's actually Amazing Mirror. It's an Amazing Mirror little feature. Because the AI, honestly, the AI in this game is way better than the one in that game. Oh jeez, I was holding on to that pig thing, the boar. This is also, actually, this is the, I was talking about the hardest Kirby game before. I want to say this is actually the easiest one. Because you can get so many lives in this game. Because the game does get harder as it goes on. Like the second to last final boss is probably the most difficult boss in the whole game. And at that point, you'll probably have over 100 lives. And this is one of those games where it actually does save your life total after you quit out of it. Because most Kirby games, they're like, you can get like 90 lives, but then you turn off the game, you're losing them all. You're going back down to the default 7 or whatever, which made no sense to me. The day that Nintendo gets rid of life system in all of their games will be the day that I smile. Because lives are pretty much pointless. They already did that with Mario. Or at least with 3D Mario. Freaking hilarious. Oh, wait, there's the water guy right there. I don't need Whip, because we already got a Whip. Experimenting. I kind of hate Yo-Yo. I'm gonna get you ready, yo-yo, once I find out what... Because I forget what else was in this level aside from this. Ah! They look so cute, though. No, keep moving. What are you doing? It's so cute. It's just a bunch of Waddle Dees. They're all just rolling. Then they explode. What were you thinking, guys? Why are you trying to be even cuter than you already are? You don't gotta be any cuter. I'm gonna get rid of this ability. I don't need it. Oh, for frick's sake. Why are you here? I need to get Umbrella. That's what I need. Parasol would be really impressive. It would be really good to use. Oh, I still need it. Never mind. It's a good thing I didn't get rid of it. If I had a whip, if I had, what was the other one? Staff, was it? No, spear. If I had spear, it'd work just fine. Kanan. And then we go in this door. And then something happens. What is happening? Oh, right. It's a race to the end. Right, we need to get this. These are surprisingly pretty easy in this game as well. And Return to Dreamland and Triple Deluxe, they were a lot harder. I've only played those two games in that. I got Triple Deluxe for free, actually. Somehow, I forget. Or no, I got it for a really huge discount, so it might as well have been free. I enjoyed it a lot. And there was Return to Dreamland, which I got on the Wii U for really cheap. I enjoyed both of those games. I have yet to play Robobot, though. I heard it's pretty cool. I heard it's very nostalgic. So, I don't know. I'm looking. I might go and get those games as well. I'm obviously not gonna do a Let's Play of them because I don't have the equipment to do a 3DS Let's Play, and I can't believe there was actually a time I wanted to review 3DS games. I don't know why that was a thing I wanted to do. Just... Oh, frick. Come on, get in! Nope. I did not realize I need to get into the... Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. You stupids. I need to get better at freaking recording audio and also... Oh, you got the freaking puzzle piece. That's nice. I'll share my glory. There was a time where, like, I wanted to do reviews and, like, record 3DS games with, like, a camcorder or something I used to own back in, like, 2012, and then I stopped doing it because I was like, oh, yeah, this kind of sucks. Doesn't look as good. And then I got a capture card, and I started doing Wii U stuff, and I was like, okay, I'll just stick with this. Which is part of the reason why I'm really happy that that Nintendo was gonna start doing. Well, I say that, but then I started thinking about their Nintendo Direct. I actually don't like the Nintendo Direct as much as I thought I would, because I started thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of the 3DS games could be going to the Switch. Actually, I think I already did state that. Like, I wanted the. Like, Luigi's Mansion for 3DS, the remake of the original one, that one could have been on Switch. For something like Bowser's Inside Story, the remake, I forget what the subtitle, because it involves something involving Bowser Jr. That one could be on 3DS. The freaking Luigi's Mansion should have been on Switch. I don't know why they're porting so many things to the 3DS. It's like, I get it. The 3DS is popular, but you need to move on. If Pokemon has moved on from the 3DS, so should you, Nintendo. I would love to play freaking Super HD Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is already a really good-looking game, so why... And it wouldn't even be that much of a... it wouldn't even be that much of a downgrade to put it on the 3DS, but it would be... I mean, I guess that's the reason why they're doing that, because they don't want to spend time upgrading it. No, go down there. Okay, so I went the right way. Stop following me. You can go your own ways. In fact, I would implore you to go your own ways. I kind of want to... No! Okay, but if we miss stuff, I'm blaming you guys. I probably should just take control of this. We're gonna need this, because... As you saw, to get back to this game, there is... I forgot which way to go. I don't think this is it. It was down there. It was at the bottom. Damn it. You guys suck. I hate you guys. We missed 2. It doesn't matter. I think you can collect those anywhere anyway. But as you saw there, Wispy Woods is not the main villain of the first world. Like he is in like literally every other Kirby game. This is definitely... This is what I meant by them mixing it up. There's a lot of bosses in this game. A lot. And a lot of them are remade bosses. Like Wispy Woods is just Wispy Woods. And also some of the extra stages, each of them have classic Kirby music in them. I did like Game Boy Advance Kirby's music. So I welcome all these songs coming back. Come on. Catch me if you can. If you rode a bit faster, it'd probably be threatening, but no. More explosion. I'm trying to... These levels are long. I think I said that already, or I was saying it, and I just got cut off. These levels are pretty long, and here's actually a... Oh, wait. Isn't this supposed to be the painter? I thought this was the painting dude. Actually, I should make a friend out of this guy. And nope, I'm not getting rid of Gooey. I will get rid of Fireman. Burning Leo. Because he already has fire on his hammer. Paint kind of sucks in my opinion. It's not that useful. So I will be copying this girl's ability once she's defeated. And it's actually a cool little thing where if your allies destroy the mini-boss accidentally, the mini-boss just turns into a hat. So even if you're not able to suck up the body, you could still get the copy ability by getting the hat. Which is a nice little fail-safe. I think that's a good word for it. Nice looking level though. I like the little warp stars that are stuck in the trees. I don't know why there are a bunch of warp stars here. It goes against Kirby Right Back At Ya canon. Where the stars, or the... I don't remember, what was it, Kirby Right Back At Ya? It's been a while. There was actually a time where I just binge-watched Kirby Right Back At Ya. All 100 episodes. And they were all on YouTube, surprisingly enough. I think they still are. But that was... That show was not that great, though, because Kirby, surprisingly enough, wasn't even the main character in a lot of those episodes. It was weird, because a lot of them focused on other characters. And then Kirby would just come in and be like, alright, Kirby! Warp Star! Warp Star! And then that's it. Oh, right, I'm invincible. Get it, come on, guys. This one just feels the most powerful because there's so much chaos being dealt with this invincibility. And it lasts pretty long as well. I still like, oh, right. This is the other Kirby 64 thing. Where you can, get food. I still like Right Back At You, though. Well animated, and also I give it credit for trying to integrate like a lot of Kirby's iconic elements into it, like using all the enemies as characters, and I don't know, people find it weird that DDD was Western for some reason, which I didn't mind, honestly. I thought it was kind of funny. DDD was a freaking jerk and freaking right back at you, but he was a lovable jerk. I am not gonna... Yeah, this is the thing where, like, if you press Y... Yeah, just press and hold Y, your friends that are just regular friends, like Bonkers and Dribbly here, will turn into just essences, which are those little stands that have the abilities on them. You can pretty much use that just to refill their health. But if they have like a combination ability, they lose it. So I wouldn't recommend it. And Wispy Woods, though, despite the fact that he's not the final boss of World 1, he's still easy to defeat because I can just do this. Guys, you can help. Freaking Gooey just being awesome. I forgot how useful Gooey was. He has like a billion freaking abilities just on his own. I think he's supposed to be like a dark matter character though. He's a nice dark matter character. And this is the other thing, like this is supposed to be threatening, but it's not because I have this parasol. Dribbly, freaking Bonkers, attack him. Yes, I'm attacking him also. Just, you can help. It'll go way faster. Let's get the Chaos Heart. Yay. Hi. Why do you say hi? I already said hi to you earlier. Gooey's just so freaking spazzy. I'm gonna smile and then I'm gonna go they're gonna jump away. Like a freaking sea lion. I think sea lions are the ones that do the bounce. That was quick though. We got to DDD right after that. I forgot. I thought there was another level after this. Fruity Forest. Understandable. And this is just Dee Dees Castle. I appreciate the fact that I like continuity in my games. The fact that DDD has had this castle, with the exception of a couple of games. I like that. It's a simple, dumb-looking castle, but it works. And this castle looks really nice. Again, them using elements from previous Kirby games and bringing it into the modern setting. You will never need a remastered version of Kirby Superstar because it already has been remade like a billion times already. Come on. Touch my umbrella. Oh, well, that's cool. He can use the copy abilities as well, or the combo abilities. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna trade him out for I'm gonna trade him out for another one once I get to find a fighter. Actually, yeah. Oh wait, never mind. I will show in a bit because we got the hilarious ability of just freaking throwing a friend. Oh, now he's not happy. Just throw in your friends. That's not abuse at all. Falcon Punch. No, Falcon Punch is outside. This is Falcon Throw. Come on. Yes, fighter. AKA Ryu. But yeah, you can pretty much do the exact same thing with this ability. Which I had no idea you could do. I thought it was just in throw that you can do this, but no, this one does front throw as well. Which makes throw even more useless. Because literally, this is just throw but better. Like it's like throw has a dash, this one has a dash where you can kick people. And you could punch and crud. Open the door. This two-man door that gets opened up with 4 people. Part of me, like, this part is getting really long though, and I'm starting to go quiet, which is something I didn't really want to do when doing these, trying to update with these Let's Plays. That's mostly because going on this long, it's better organized for me when, or better, more concise when it's more organized. I can't even talk right now. I've been going on so long, I can't even think. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe I should rethink my my way of playing these Let's Plays in the future. Maybe after this part when I fight Dee Dee, who yells and is also playable. In fact, I actually should show that off when we're done with this battle. But it's Dee Dee. He falls. He does this dumb thing. He jumps. He tries sucking you up. He uses his hammer. And he does this thing. He becomes a demon. He becomes a man. He becomes Buff Penguin. Come on, smush me. I don't know why he gets so buff from this. Is this the dark power, and is this the dark power within you? DDD. And why does this food look so rotten? Like, is this actually good for you? Or is it just to differentiate from the food that I'm already eating? It's weird, because I think you can get food out of this, like actual edible food. Because why can't Kirby eat this and get health? But then again, it shouldn't really matter, because this is insanely easy. Especially if you have friends, because the boss just goes down so easily. Because of all you working together. Yeah. So now we gotta do a thing where I can actually make him my friend. I learned that like literally a day after beating the game. So now we gotta get rid of somebody. Sorry, Dribbly. No, we gotta get rid of Bonkers because now we got a hammer dude. I don't want this to be repetitive. Yeah, I beat his ass. And that's the end of the game. I hope you guys liked it. This was fun. It was short. Really short freaking Kirby game. Really easy. I didn't die once. Oh. That was me trying to rewind myself. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. I don't know why I thought we were done. Haha, we beat him up. Let's take a picture. And now we're going to get into the cool part of the world map that I saw. I saw that. This is the cool part of the map. This is Mapception because we actually get to see. This is really cool. I don't know why, but this really blew my mind the first time. Because, like, here's the first world, and now we're even on an even bigger world. And then we're going to go to another world, which is linked over here. So, like, everything is connected to each other. Which is a bit better than what was in, which I liked a lot more than what was in, like, in the previous Kirby games, where it's just, like, everything was its own section. Like, everything is relative to everything else in this. And literally, this entire map, what took the entirety of Kirby Return to Dreamland, is now just, like, one little section. So I don't know why it took Kirby so long to get across Return to Dreamland. Also, DDD and Dribbly are going to fall off in a few seconds. Better be careful, guys. So next time around, once I've done some thinking about how to do this, we will be exploring the rest of Popstar, Planet Popstar, and we'll get more story. We're going to make new friends, and things are going to get weird. I'll see you later. Have a good one, everyone.